welcome to Zimbabwe National Reconciliation Alliance, Zinra. We are an alliance which stands for peace, reconciliation and renewal through dialogue and inclusive negotiations. Zinra seeks to reach out and unify the nation in its different moral, racial, tribal, political, social and economic aspects. What is the problem? The distress and disgraceful poverty which has engulfed the entire country has driven millions of our people to the diaspora. The industries have shut down, causing chronic unemployment, the now very poor service delivery, the failed economy and the eventual abandonment of our local currency. The individualism, tribalism, racism, church denominationalism, and political violence which currently defines the current moral code of business and social conduct all bear testimony to a fading nation that is fast disintegrating. What is the cause? There are a number of variables that have caused the retrogression and failure of Zimbabwe. These include leadership failure, maladministration, and endemic corruption across society. The partisan political process, with its divisive and destructive slogans, coupled with the long history of conflict and contestation, which presents today in the form of political violence and intolerance. The absence of patriotism, good stewardship, and servant leadership in most churches, government offices, and communities. Our failure as a nation to blend our Bantu culture and the white settler culture so as to be able to maintain and improve governance and service delivery systems. Our endemic reliance and dependency on other nations for major capital or recurrent public investments, including humanitarian assistance. How do we resolve this problem? As such, we need to first identify ourselves as Zimbabweans before any political or religious grouping join hands and rebuild the Zimbabwe for Zimbabweans. We must accept our current situation, take responsibility for it, repent from our wrongful acts, learn from our mistakes, and plan for a better country. Restorative national reconciliation is the only realistic option given our unique circumstances and one which we should adopt. This, however, demands that leaders, elders, and people from across the nation confront the issues and engage in constructive dialogue through inclusive negotiations and forgiveness towards the reconciliation, renewal, and transformation of the country. What is possible? One Zimbabwe, one nation, and one people. A just and fair society where the law is applied impartially and opportunities are open for all. Peace, unity, tolerance, and compassion for each other, irrespective of our tribal, racial, or political differences. A blooming economy with employment opportunities and efficient public service delivery. A stable country where there is democracy and good governance. Cultural, global, and diaspora integration. What can you do? You can take responsibility and stop blaming others for the destruction of Zimbabwe. You can determine to learn the causes of our failure and repent for yourselves and for others. You can make daily prayers for renewal, peace, and reconciliation as individuals, groups, or churches. Your lone voice alone may be insignificant, but when it joins forces with a million others, it becomes very significant. Join the alliance and its action programs. Determined to make your financial or other contribution towards this peace campaign. Like the Zinra Facebook page and get your family and friends to do the same. when now is the time for dialogue and inclusive negotiations towards reconciliation, peace, and the rebirth of our beloved Zimbabwe.